Hey there, fellas. I have a question for y'all. Do you like suffering? Do you feel that Project Zomboid isn't difficult enough as it is, and you want to add more and more challenge to this game? Well, if that happens to be the case, you're darn lucky if I say so myself, as today I'll be listing off many challenging mods for the great game once again. Yeah, I know, nothing too original, but I wanted to list off some nice mods again for a change. Now, without further ado, I'll just keep this intro short and, begin listing off all these mods now, okay? Okay, let's begin. Now, the first mod I'll be talking about is going to be Please Don't Feed the Zombies. Now, what this mod does is that it basically makes it so that the dead bodies of Zeds you kill, or just any corpses in general, attract Zeds to the area so that they can have a quick snack. This basically forces you to actually clean up after yourself, and not have any bodies scattered around your backyard waiting for them to decompose, making you instead think of many ways of getting rid of all these bodies, like throwing them all into a mass grave, showing each and every one into dumpsters, and basically evaporating them from existence by clicking the delete button in the said dumpster, or, my personal favorite, burning them in a big pile on top of a campfire. Now, for another very cool mod, we have Anomalous Store. This mod adds emissions from the great S.t.a.l.k.e.r trilogy to your game. Now, what emissions are, you're probably asking yourself? Well, this. What they do is burn and fry everything that is outside of some sort of a shelter. So it's basically a massive psychic nuke of some sort, if that makes any sense. Though in the Zomboid mod version, it's just some sort of a blood rain. Close enough. Either way, if you're a fan of S.t.a.l.k.e.r, you'll probably feel right at home with this mod enabled. Now for a third mod on the list, we have Kayli's Evolution mod. With this mod, you can have zombies evolve as time passes, or other way around depending on how you tweak its settings. So you can start off with Sprader Zeds running at you at Mach 5, but slowly have them just turn into decaying slow-moving dumb ghouls who we all love and hate. It's a really nice mod if you want to have difficulty either amp up or go down as time goes on in your playthroughs. You know that Hunter mofo from Left 4 Dead? Would you like to add him to your game? Yeah? Well, the mod called Leaper Z has you covered. It adds a new terrifying zombie type to the game called a Leaper. It is almost just like the Hunter Infected I mentioned just a moment ago. Leap towards you while letting out an ear-piercing scream, probably making your pants turn brown and going full panic beatdown mode on that rotting bastard. It also happens to have a unique form of a drag-down mechanic Zits have in this game. It can basically take you out just on its own, if you're either sneaking or standing fully still and are facing the Leaper at that very moment. It's a very terrifying mod, to say the least. I recommend it if you want to be kept on your toes the whole time while moving around in the open. Now for another mod on the list, I have my personal favorite, and that's the Calm Before the Storm. This mod, if I have to put it simply, makes zombies migrate from towns and form hordes to hunt you down. It's just a very interesting concept in my opinion. You could use that short time period when the towns are empty to do a very big looting run, or prepare yourself for the hell that will come soon knocking on your door. And trust me, it will be actual hell. Because come on now, hundreds and hundreds of hungry Zeds traveling the whole map just to chow down on your flesh being at your doorstep isn't a very pleasant thing to wake up to now. Okay, so, do you remember the first time you were watching the first season of Walking Dead, and you got to that scene where that one walker was trying to open the door to its house that Rick and Morgan and Dwayne were hiding out in? Well, would you like to recreate that moment from the show? If so, there's a mod to help with that called Lingering Reflexes. This mod basically gives some of the zombies a rare chance to have retained a memory of basic actions like opening a door and scaring you shitless. So, pro tip, remember to lock your doors. Now, if you're a big fan of Dying Light, you will love the mod that I'm going to be talking about right now. That mod being Night Sprinters. This mod makes it so that around a set time around late evening, zombies will become sprinters, until the morning comes around once again, and they become slow dumb shamblers once more. This mod is just straight up perfect if you're planning to do a very Dying Light inspired playthrough. So be sure to add some of the Chernobyl's mods to the list that adds parkour to the game. With that, you could have a very tense but awesome playthrough on your hands. Now, for the last mod I'll be listing off today is going to be Dangerous Zombies. What this mod does is basically give zombies actual collision. And by that, I mean you can just run literally face first into a zombie and simply bump past them. No, you actually get grabbed by the Z you're running into and won't be let go of unless you shot them away or hit them. This makes even a singular Z be your ticket to the afterlife if you're trying to run away from a horde in a rather tight hallway. And that's all, folks. That's all the challenging mods I have came across and wanted to share with y'all lately. With all that out of the way though, I will be very much appreciative if you like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content like this in the future. Anyway fellas, it's about time I go now. Goodbye.